Hello again, this is Mark. Happy to have you join us today. Today we're going to spend a little time and help you navigate around the FamilySearch Tree app. It's available on both the Android devices and iOS. I want to show you just a picture of what that looks like so you can identify the app when you go to the App Store. Pretty straightforward symbol. You can see the tree there. But again, we look forward to helping you with that today, and we will move now to the app and give you a live demonstration. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is the Family Tree app down here in the right hand corner, and I'm going to open it up. I'm going to touch it. It's a white square with a tree on it, and it brings me directly into the Family Tree app. I happen to be on my settings the last time I opened the app, so that's where it's located. And to be able to go to the settings, you'll want to click on those three little dots down on the very bottom of the right hand corner where it says More. So sometimes it will default to the tree. You can see that on the very left-hand side. This happened to default to my settings. So on the top left of the screen, you'll see Search Historical Records. If I touch that, it will take me into the FamilySearch website, just like you have seen before in searching historical records and being able to browse there and look at records. The next one down is to find a person. When I touch that, I can fill in the blanks and find that person by name on the family tree, or I can find them by their ID number. Clicking the back button will bring me back to my settings, and I'm going to click Relatives Around Me. Relatives Around Me is an opportunity who's ever in my vicinity, within 100 feet, I can scan for friends, and whoever has the app open, it will show who they are. So you can tell that I am connected to Mark. My 12th cousin once removed. I'm using his device and he's using mine. So we can see the connection there and the relationship between us. So if I hit my back button, then it will allow me to map my ancestors. I want to make a note though on the help section on the right. I have to, in my settings, have show maps in Find. It has to be turned on. It could be turned off and then you wouldn't actually see that mapping ancestors, but let me show you what it looks like. It will hone into that blue dot. Here we are in Philadelphia, and then it will show beneath there's the ancestors, and it will tell you how far away they actually are from Philadelphia. It's kind of a fun feature to look at. It's similar to the timeline on a person's page. So other things there's a few other things you can check out there right there, but I want to show you on the settings here. Now clicking the settings, they do show up here on the right hand side, and I can default to the landscape view up in the very top, the pedigree view, which looks like portrait, or I can go to the fan chart view here and be able to see that. One other thing I am going to show you at the end is multiple screens, so I do have that selected, that I do want to see that. So just to give you a little bit of idea about what the fan chart can do, I think it's the funnest and the most exciting view to do that is notice at the top it shows that there are 7 generations showing. When I click that drop down menu, I can go to 4, and then I can very easily see just a few generations, and then I can click that and go to any one particularly that I'm interested in. I'm going to come back to the 7 generations and make it a little bit smaller. Down in the right hand corner, there's 2 slider bars. I'm going to touch those. And the first one I'm on is family lines. As I slide across here, you can see I can click birth country. There's a little legend right there, and you can see that there's the gold color is the United Kingdom, the really yellow color is the United States, blue is Germany, and Denmark is the red color. So I can click then next to sources and see how many people are sourced. And this is a very well sourced tree. I can also click stories and photos. And the very last one, I can click research helps. You can see the blue squares are record hints and the yellow ones are possible duplicates. I'm going to turn this over now to Mark so he can show you some person pages.
Hello, I'm going to turn off that window that shows research helps by touching again the slider bars down in the bottom right-hand corner. And I want to give you just a quick tour of the person page, similar again to what's on the computer, but navigated just a little bit different. So I'm going to click on the box here for my second great grandfather, Peter Hansen. And when I do, it takes me to, again, what we call the person page. You'll see his name, his date of birth and date of death at the top, along with his unique identifier number. Below his circle there is a details tab, and you'll see the tab now go left to right: details, spouses, parents, sources, and memories. So on the details tab are his vitals, his name, birthday, christening, death, burial, etc. So then if I touch on spouses, it shows me his spouse at the top with their marriage date and information together with their children down at the bottom. If I click on parents, again, similar format, his parents are listed at the top. I don't have a marriage date for them, and he is listed as their son. If there happen to be more children that I learn about, then I can add them as siblings from this page. Next is the sources tab. Again, pretty well sourced. You'll see the number of sources that are attached to his page, and they're in chronological order. We've talked about ordering them that way before. And then lastly is his memories tab. Here I have just a few because this was quite a few years ago. I have a couple of documents, one that was handwritten, and then I also have an audio recording. We'll be sharing again some details about how to add audio recordings in an upcoming session. So we hope you join us then. I'm going to go back to his details tab here and just point out a couple of things. First, with the little blue circle right near his name, that indicates that there is a record hint that I could add to his page. All I would have to do is touch that record hint. And actually, there's 3 of them that I would want to check out. And I could do that, again, like Shelley said, if I'm waiting for the dentist or I've got a few minutes, it's something I can do fairly easily. Going back to his person page, I also have the opportunity to look at his tree. If I touch the top 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner, I have some options to view my relationship to Peter Hansen. I can search records if there's possible duplicates, and also view his tree. I want to just point out one more thing from the memories tab. I should have done this earlier when I was there. But if I want to add memories while I'm here on this tab, I can click the green plus sign in the bottom right-hand corner, and you'll see that I have the option to add documents, write a story, record audio, or add a photo. It's fairly straightforward, again, similar to the computer. If I click on add a document, it goes to my camera roll, actually, because if I've taken a picture of a document that I want to upload, this is the source it will pull from, different than if I was on my computer and I would search for a document, in some folder on my computer. This will search my camera roll. If I want to add or write a story, it gives me a blank template. With a keyboard, I can enter the story title, and then I can enter the story content. It's fairly straightforward and a fun feature to use, actually. The next one I want to do is record audio. Just a sneak peek here, because we're going to show you more next week. But it prompts you with some possible questions you might even ask in an interview of a relative. But if those questions are not purposeful for you, you can just begin recording. Again, a wonderful feature. And then the last one would be add a photo. Similar to documents, it's going to go to your camera roll, where you could click on one of those and upload it. Again, reminding you of the importance of titling and tagging these documents and photographs. I'll now turn the time back to Shelley, and she'll talk to you about a couple more items.
Okay, sometimes you might be searching around, get a little bit lost, and you're not sure, hey, I just wanted to come back to the person that I was just on, And so I'm going to click right down here in my bottom menu where it says recents. So it would show me right there that Mark was just looking at Peter Hansen, and I could come right back to his page. One thing I do want to show you is adding multiple screens so that I have a chance to look at more than one screen at once. So if I'm on his sources and I click the plus and I want to search for some records, it's going to give me a chance to look at Family Search. I might start to forget, like, what were the details of his page? I can see here I'm searching records, but I may need to look at multiple screens. And so when I want to do that, I'm going to add a multiple screen. So to add a multiple screen, I'm going to click the 2 square and square image down there at the bottom left, and it just like sets it back in. Then I can click plus, and it's going to give me another multiple screen here. So I can go back and forth between those. And so I'm going to click Peter Hansen, and I'm going to look at his, maybe I want to look at his parents and his siblings, because I want to see who are the parents there, because I'm searching for records. Then I can click my square and square, and I can see both of these here. So I have a chance then to identify on my sources. I'm clicking on Family Search again, and I'll have an opportunity to compare his page to the sources that I see. And so it's a great opportunity to see those multiple screens side by side. So you can add as many multiple screens as you want to. It'll continue to add another one. Maybe I want to compare his parents and his spouses, and I click multiple screens and I see, oh yeah, those are his parents, this was his spouse, these were the record hints and the various other things I was looking at. So it gives me a chance to be able to identify that. Multiple screens I find a lot easier, of course, to use, which we're showing you here on the iPad. One other feature that I do want to show you is the tasks, and that was right next, it's in between the tree and recents. So if I click on tasks, these are people that need help. They have a record hint out there. You can see the record hint is on the right side. They're those little blue squares, and they're also in chronological order. So for Mark, he's starting with some in 1892, and as I continue to scroll backward down the row, they get back in time. So some of these ones that in the early late 1800s, early 1900s are very easy to find, and I can just click on the record hint. It will take me directly to her page. So this is typically what I do when I'm waiting in line. I have a very short time frame, and I just want to fill my time productively. I will go to Ancestors with tasks and be able to attach a record hint pretty quickly.
Hi, this is Shelley. I know as you start using the app, you might be like me and find, oh, I only want to do really simple tasks. I go to the dentist and I think, I don't want to think about the dentist. So I'm just going to add some record hints from my phone. And I can do that pretty successfully. If it gets any more complicated, I want to go to my iPad that's a lot bigger and easier for me to use and navigate. My kids, however, are great at using technology in small spaces, and it's a lot of fun for them. So, but you might still feel like I could use a little extra instruction. I want to share my screen with you and show you 2 places where they have some great instruction. So this is the Family Search blog. And the blog is a really good way to be able to find a whole wide range of categories. The blog is found on Family Search. At the bottom of almost every page, you will see a small link. If I can get down to the very bottom of this page, down here where it says right next to About and the site map, there's blog, and you click on that, it will take you to any page in the blog, and you have an opportunity to search. I have just searched cool features on the Family Tree app and came up with this great article. It shows you Android and iOS. It shows you how to download it from the App Store and on Google Play. And here's the very same image that Mark showed you. So it teaches you about different features. It also has pictures on the Android feature if you're struggling with some of the differences between iOS and Android. They're not a big deal difference. They're fairly easy to use. I wanted to show you one other place that you can also get help. This is the Family Search affiliate, the Family History Guide. And when I clicked on Family Search and opened up that drop down menu, down at the bottom, you'll see Family Tree App. I clicked right there and it brought me to this page. So you can see there's a mother and a daughter, and the daughter is showing the mom, hey, mom, you just click right here. It's easy and it's fun. So you can tell they teach you how to use all the various aspects of the app, mapping, searching historical records, and sources. And so it will just walk you right through. There's screenshots, there's pages of instruction, there's little videos, how to retrieve your forgotten name or password, anything that you need to be able to really navigate the app. I want to point out that this will be a really fun feature for you, as in our next class, we're going to talk about how to add audio to Family Search. This app is perfect for doing that, and that's one of the features that we have frequently used, is how to add memories, and particularly how to add audio on the app. So we'll watch out for that next session. We're going to be doing that in our next class, so we'll see you then. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye.